The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Breeze. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Christian Kirksey not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Breeze now on 1st down. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. On the ground, Kamara. And he's brought down. 10 more there and another 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On the keeper, it's Breeze. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Drew Brees taking it in. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Lutz now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That is caught by the former Gator, Antonio Callaway. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
23 yards on the play. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
A first down throw from Mayfield. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, 36 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Breeze now on first down. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 59 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Shotgun now for Breeze. Buying time to his left. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now 3rd down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of...
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Ted Ginn from 17 yards out. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. And it's up and good. Lutz now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That's complete over the middle to Callaway. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Play fake. Mayfield rolling to his right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Landry, the intended target.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 16. So after the INT, it's Breeze. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Now Breeze. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
11. Kill. 21.
Here we go with Kamara. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line.
36.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Larry Ogunjobi coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Breeze now to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
21.
Here's Breeze. And this is going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. More from Cleveland after this. Following the interception, Mayfield. And an alley to run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. The Browns try to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Watch it now, Barney.
Mayfield on play action. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Good coverage that time by Patrick Robinson.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. A second down throw for Mayfield. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gutsy fall. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Mayfield looks to throw. That's caught out left by Perriman. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashad Perriman, 47 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And here's Lewis. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because...
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Throwing now is Breeze. Going for the deep ball. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. but that's one step in the proper direction.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Brees going to throw. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw, and that's complete. It's Watson. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Brees now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Brees to throw again. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Oh, he shifts past him. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Leopard! Leopard!
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And he's got his man. That's Landry. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Over!
Handoff comes to Chubb. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
To throw, Mayfield. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And he's got his tight end in Njoku. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Detroit! Detroit!
They go play action. Mayfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Sheldon Rankins coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they take a 17-14 lead. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He completes it to Bryant. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
Sammy!
Breeze now on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. 30. 10. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Back to it after the pick six. Mayfield. That's complete. It's Charles. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, 4 down. Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Throwing, Mayfield. And a hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Another costly turnover, their second of this second half. And earlier when I asked you your keys to the second half, you said, hey, it may be trite, but I think it's turnovers. That's coming to fruition.
It certainly is, and let's face it, they named the game after it, right? So isn't it the most important thing?
But the football.
Exactly. They named the game for it. Take care of it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Benjamin Watson, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Mayfield to throw it. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mayfield on 1st down. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Here's Mayfield. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Hey. All right, here we go. Blue, line it.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hey, boys, we got four down.
Mayfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. That's now 3 turnovers in this second half. Very costly. And earlier in the half, Charles, when I asked you for your keys to the second half, you said, hey, maybe trite, but it's going to be turnovers. That's been the story.
It certainly has, but I didn't expect it to be this much of the story. I mean, when you get...
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Larry Ogunjobi able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Breeze going to throw here. He's going to air one out. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. Following the interception, Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. He got 29 yards that time. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They go play action here on 1st down. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And here's Lewis. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They've got the lead by 3, late stages of the game. What's the message here? Just hang on to the football? Is it that simple?
That's exactly right, because ball security is paramount. And you got a small cushion. A field goal can tie you, but you don't even think that way. Just take care of the ball, close out the game.
Will they close it out? We're about to find out. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara, a little juke. And he's got some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Lutz now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last two.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Now let's go.
Now Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Mayfield to throw. And Callaway taking it in left side. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. One last shot from Mayfield here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them,